let's click on calculus, go to continuity and one-sided limits, and I believe we're doing 20. Just got through looking at 19. Yeah. It says find an a that makes f of x continuous on the entire real number line. And of course, this is our piecewise function, as you can see, so you should be writing this down. I'm going to write it down, so give me a second here. We got x cubed, and then x is less than or equal to 6, ax squared, x is greater than 6. Okay, got it. Let's bring up the whiteboard. I kind of like that gray color, actually. So we have f of x is equal to, and we have x cubed. I think that's what I wrote down, where x is less than or equal to 6. And then down here we have a x squared, where x is greater than 6. And I'm going to just make sure I got everything right there. Okay. So we want to find an a that makes this guy continuous. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a different color. We're going to go through those 3 conditions that have to be met. So the first thing is that okay, we have to use this one right here because this includes 6 and this doesn't. All right. So this was the first condition. And of course, at 6 is where we are concerned. We're concerned at where these two functions join, where they join, because we know this is continuous on the entire real number line, and this is going to be continuous, but where they join up is where we're concerned. And so that's the reason we're using 6. And of course, f of 6, you would be using this one up here, and that's going to be 6 cubed. And let's see, 6 times 6 is 36. And what is that going to be? Turn on my light here. 216. 666 is 216. So maybe that's the number we need to be looking for. 216. How can we decrypt that? Okay. I don't know, give me a few minutes and I'll tell you. Where are we at here? So, okay, we did that. Now we're going to do this one. The limit as x approaches 6 of f of x. And of course, I'm going to rewrite this again. The limit as x approaches. Now, which one are these are going to get? Are we going to use? Are we going to use this one or are we going to use this one? That's the question. Which one do we use? Well, coming in from the left-hand side, we would have to use this one, and then coming in from the right-hand side, we'd have to use this one. So we got to figure that out. We got to figure that out. Well, we know that if we come in from the left-hand side of this guy up here, we know that we're going to end up getting the 216, right? But what we're going to do here is let me just scratch this out real quick. Let's do the limit as x approaches 6 coming in from the left-hand side. So we're going to be using this top one up here. So we could just do direct substitution, which ends up being 216. Just plugging that directly in, much like what we did here. And now we look at this as x approaches 6 coming in from the right-hand side, and of course I'm going to put in ax squared here. All right. And if we did a direct substitution in this, we end up getting 36a. Okay. Now, what we're going to need to do here is set, but since this number obviously is the same as that one, we're going to set both these equal to each other. So 216 is equal to 36a, and then we're going to solve for a in this problem. Solve for a. So we end up getting a is equal to 216 divided by 36, and I'm sure that's going to be a integer of some kind, or a natural number more specifically, and we get 6. Yeah, we get 6 there. Wasn't that a coincidence? We get 6. Anyway, so there you go. So a is going to end up being equal to, a is equal to 6. So you see how we did that? We looked at the left, looked at the right. Now see, both of these have to be the same. Both of these guys have to end up being the same number. Because now if we put 6 right here, and we'd end up getting 216 and 216. Now what that means is, that means that this limit right here is going to equal 216. And now, so we've got, the second condition is now, we have a number for the second condition, but moreover, this number is equal to this number. In other words, these two must be equal to each other. That's the third condition that must be met, that these two must be equal to each other. Okay? Alright. It's not that bad, I promise. Just practice a couple times, because practice makes perfect. And let's hit answer. I'm kind of curious on the help. Oh, I don't have help programmed into that problem. Okay, I don't have any help programmed into that. Sorry. Eventually, I'm sure I will, but we got a is equal to 6. All right, there you go. And talk to you later. Talk to you here in a second. We got it, but nobody talks back. It's ridiculous. All right, you're at gotomath.com, and I will see you there.